The Library with Ludwig. A story written by Vladokaz. Did you ever imagine how a dream all about books would manifest itself? Of course it would be a library. But a dream all about books is something dreamed about by many, so it can't be a dream of only one person. When something is dreamed about by masses of people, he will take their imagination and put it in one dream. Thus the library was built. The entrance lies somewhere in the street, and many people already found it. I will tell you now about the library. It has no ceiling and no walls to the right nor the left side. All shelves, tables, and chairs are made out of silver and iron, and the stairs are carved into marble. You will always awake at a table that has a book by the name of Al-Mualim, open at page 281 on top of it. Al-Mualim is about a man that lived before this world even existed. To the right circa 20 meters ahead, there will be a staircase leading up to the first floor. The books in the first floor are all predictions, written mostly in metaphors. Predictions like True Mikolaj or The Devil for the Devils that will occur centuries after the librarian put them into their shelves. Librarians the library has many of. I, for example, am one of them. But we don't know who wrote the books, we only know where to put them. When you want to know about science, just read a book about people like Weiner or the Professor of Ghouls. People who were scientists in their lifetime and are now only words in books that don't actually exist, but do exist. Dreams are interesting in nature, because everyone thinks they are only projections produced by the chemicals in our brains. But have you seen a face that was recognized by others, although it wasn't real? Or have you heard of something that you did not know before, and couldn't know, but you have heard in a dream? Have you ever dreamed so deeply that you could control it? When you did, have you seen the strange place? Every dream has an unusual thing in them, but it can only be seen when one knows that this world he is currently in is not real. Maybe it's a building that doesn't fit into a town, or a building inside a meadow or a forest, or a waterfall inside the ocean. The library is different. When one sees the unusual things in their dreams, they will travel into the depth of their mind, and maybe if they manage to travel deep, see the street. The street is a shared dream. Everyone can enter and exit it. The street is a connection between all dreams, but the street, unlike the real ones, is unending and its end will never be reached by anything. If one has the strong desire to see something different, something special, the street will give them a new way. They will fall down and they will enter a new world, like the library. But when one talks about the street or the library, it will be a rare thing that a dreamer didn't come across an everlasting one, an endless wanderer, or even a dream wanderer. An everlasting one or endless wanderer is a memory or personality put inside the street that will roam it and the connected dreams forever. They can tell about the dreams or the street, but the other ones roaming the street or a shared dream are radically different. A dream wanderer is someone who read or saw too much eldritch wisdom. He or she obtained too much of it from the dreaming world, and thus their mind and dreams and the waking world changed, but their body only changed inside the dreaming world. But changed is a gentle term here. Humans they were, maybe even beautiful ones, but when they become a dream wanderer, no one could ever guess what they were before. The body changes completely the form. Organs, limbs, skin, just everything becomes wicked and twisted with their bodies. For example, once I saw a huge and handsome man who turned into something looking as if one took a cockroach, cut off the legs, put them at the bottom of a snake, decapitated the snake, and put a bush of seaweed at its place. And the scales were all directed outward, and furthermore, the whole body looked oily and was keen yellow. But maybe you also ask yourself, but what are you actually? Well, I told you that I'm a librarian, and that is right. I became one, by simply dreaming and asking him for permission. And he is kind, although his appearance is as eerie as the appearance of the dream wanders. And he is Khan, or Khan, depending of your favorite pronunciation of his name, although none of the variations for write this shows the right pronunciation. The library can also answer your questions. Kind of. We librarians only take the books and put them into the shelves, but the shelves aren't always at the same place, because the library always answers to the calls of dreamers. Which is fine when it wouldn't happen all the time, especially when I just wanted to put a book inside a shelf. But all's well what ends well, as an evil man with a big nose and a bald head once said. There is no disadvantage when we don't put a book into a shelf in time. After hours of years of reading books inside the library can become a deadly thing to one's mind, especially because the sense of time is completely gone when one surpasses the street. Once a man managed to outread the librarians. He read so many books so fast that he read all of them before we could put new books into the shelves. His name, we don't know, but in the waking world he says that he is not mad, but the humans say that he is. But what's the definition of man anyway? I believe that I am mad in these eyes of a commoner, but a genius in the eyes of a scholar. Human mind changes drastically when being in the library. Human mind becomes more after entering the street, but changes form completely when entering the library. Well, I could tell more, but this time is short, and your age would become higher in a speed, like an anvil falling into an abyss. When you really want to know more about the library, just come here and see for yourself. But if not, enjoy the knowledge you now have, because I have told you of the library.